Welcome to the stream, Mr. Dice. I wish you a smorgasbord of fun and a casserole of laughs.
Oh, okay. Well. Sorry. Becca, look, you still got a good amount of points. But, point proven.
Open your eyes, what can you see around? Wind of the open sky, over the siren sounds. This is a dream, getting the royal scar, holding a diamond blade, throwing it far. Holding your breath still, you jump the fire. We'll just sit and wait till it's gonna fly. You got it, then try to tell me you got the wrong guy. Got the wrong. Got the wrong guy. Try to tell me you got the wrong guy.
Good evening, y'all. Jesus, did I get shorter? Why does this microphone suddenly seem too tall? Good evening, y'all. My name is George. This show is Don't Panic Flip. I think we've got things set up correctly. And Meta, welcome. Man, there's a lot. Lamb Diggity Dang Dog, Iron Fox, Dice, Method Own, Silver, ZVK. Who else do we got? Man, we got a lot of people on tonight. And Lamb Diggity Dang Dog. Y'all, hi, good evening, welcome, happy Thursday. 2 streams in one day.
Not even supposed to be here today.
Benjamin, welcome. Who's not even supposed to be here today. Got to make up for the fact that I missed Monday and Tuesday this week. But I wouldn't say I was missing work. Bob. I think that's how that goes, right? Dom Hanks, hi. Because I got to go out to Vegas for work. On Sunday morning, I left at 8, got there by like 3 local time.
Mamma
Ended up
mia,
having a big
that's a
event to
spicy
go to.
meatball.
Hi, anything happened today at all? Yes. Harry Potter happened. We had a stream on it earlier. The game looks amazing. This is as this is the first time I think I will say that this is like a must-have Jersey Jack game. But it's also Harry Potter, so everyone knew going in it was going to probably be a must-have. But Eric and the team over there have just knocked that game out of the park. It looks awesome, and we haven't even seen like real live gameplay yet. That said, I heard somebody pointed out Retro Ralph has maybe a more in-depth video. I hope they actually get to... Is it more than just the walkthrough we did? Like, did they get to talk to people about it? Do they have live gameplay? I'm surprised George didn't leave the stream, jump into his car, and go to Taco Bell to get the chicken nuggets. I did not. I'm not surprised. I already ate. I feel like we had an awesome... We went to Music City Hot Chicken in Fort Collins. It's my favorite chicken joint. Got to show that to my stepmom, who is here now. She's finishing up a show inside. Then she's going to go to sleep. We got another day off tomorrow together to go do some fun stuff. So, Wolfman, when is Harry Potter CE arriving? It's not going to happen. ZVK moving into lurk mode. That was it. Yeah, so I spoke to some people today, had a great conversation, got confirmation that there are faces in the game. Yep. The featurette is great. If I disappear, I've gone to sleep. ZVK, thank you again for hanging out, as always. That's the cool thing about eating, George. Wait, why are you eating me? Commas save lives, Dice. That's the cool thing about eating George. You can do it after you've eaten before. Who's before? It's the difference between let's eat grandma and let's eat, grandma. Whomever is not after. Okay. Oh, man. So this evening, remember, this here is WhistlePig, and WhistlePig is the whiskey of pinball champions everywhere. This is amazing. Everything that my mouth is doing right now, or what's happening to my mouth with this fantastic beverage, it's all good. At the same time, we also have an ice-cold tangerine White Claw hard seltzer. We're going to send 007 off with an appropriate amount of alcohol, I'd say, for at least a Thursday evening, knowing that I have tomorrow off, I then have Saturday off, and I have Sunday off. Pinjamin just finished their bottle of WhistlePig. Well, I just cracked this one open. WhistlePig whiskey. It does good things to your mouth. That actually would be a fantastic tagline. It does good things to your mouth. Yeah, that is a fantastic whiskey right there. Do I have... No, I don't have that. So this is what we have tonight. I'm going to switch this over. I forgot to put music on, as usual. I'm going to have to run over there and grab some music. Dice, what music are we listening to this evening? This is all on you. In fact, we're gonna maneuver back over here. The best of disco. Meta wants some foo. Foo is kind of like generic alternative rock. Kirk Hobbs, good afternoon, fellow Harry Potter addicts. We are all fellow Harry Potter addicts. Sorry, Meta. It's like I really enjoyed the pinball machine, and I think foo is okay. You're right. That was harsh. I'm sorry. That hurts your soul. I apologize. I unironically love disco. Okay, we're going disco. Disco lines, housework. No, I want disco as a genre. Best of disco. The best disco songs of all time. Top 70s, 80s, and 90s greatest hits. All right. Meta is going to need some ketchup for all those harsh browns that George is serving up tonight. Did you know Foo Fighters put out a disco EP? I did not. Kirk Hobbs paid their deposit today on a Harry Potter. Congratulations, Kirk Hobbs. I can't wait for you to get your Harry Potter. Which version did you go with? Arcade, Wizard, or CE? Here it is. We're doing disco tonight. All right. Okay, switch it over. Ooh, Methadone paying for their HPCE tomorrow. The pro model of HP should have been the Muggle edition. I love it. I love it. There should have, it could have, like Windows 90 or Windows 98 ME. XP ME? No, it was 98 ME, right? CNK. Oh my God, it's about time, right? Kirk Hobbs sold their Godzilla a few months back. Just sold my eldest child. Didn't get as much as I wanted, but a non-refundable deposit on her. Smile. Congratulations. I'm glad to hear that you got something for your kid in this market or in this economy. Dom Hanks is pretty excited to see the Predator pin. I am excited to see it. Is really hard right now to distribute the excitement beyond anything Harry Potter. CNK Harry Potter looks amazing. JJP knocked it out of the park. Game looks like it shoots amazing. It looks like it has a good amount of flow. I'm excited to see it play in action. Like it does all the things I'm looking for, and it also sounds like code-wise, it's incredibly deep. Yeah, the hype is real. Okay. Cool, there's our Blofeld. The CE artwork is my only question, but I'm sure it will grow on me. The playfield is a 10 out of 10. I actually prefer the CE artwork. I think we talked about this. I prefer book art to the movies. If you're a big fan of the movies, though, I completely understand. Okay. I think we have to do one more shot here, 2 more shots here, and then do it all over. I think it's 3 sets. Oh no. With these boutique manufacturers, I think that if you get the most expensive model, you should be allowed to pick which artwork you want. Okay. I mean, that's not a bad idea. Does that mean the playfield is on the chopping so you can get an... Oh, Pulp Fiction's on the chopping block, but just because I need to sell pinball machines. That said, if anybody wants a Stars, a Vector, and a Fathom for an arcade edition HP, I'm saying it now. There we go. I will make that trade. Wolfman likes the CE art package, but it's original by the artist who did the first books. You like the art progression around the cabinet. Squalito, welcome. Yes, HP is out. $12 and a surplus of very warm gummy bears. Deal. Squalito, I am not getting one right now, but it's not from lack of hype. All right, what do we want? We need Rosa Colette. I'm gonna try that again. Nope. Last time I checked, a Wizard Arcade is not $1,000 deposit. CE is only a $2,500 deposit. Right. Yeah. I would need that that other $9,000. We have a Q branch, huh? The power pack. Only, yeah, I got that. Oh, instead of the double knot, I got it now. Eternal Gremmy, welcome. There's one for the power pack. Jackpot is growing. Is there like a lot of points in this? All right, we're gonna try that left orbit. Good. Cool. That's not bad. What is that? Oh, 10-2 is what we've got that jackpot up to? Huh. Well, missed that. Hold on, catching up. Power pack can be a boatload of points if you bring in even a small multiplier and pump up that jackpot. Cool. Grr. No! Whatever. That was a good amount of points. Benjamin, that's not bad. All right. Oh my God. That was 100 million points. Holy crap. I don't understand what's going on. Why am I just getting so many points? That sucked. Okay. Can be a boatload of points if you bring in even a small multiplier. Benjamin says, HP looks lovely, but I'll pass because rolling is a POS. I'm saving up for a Rush Pro and a Kong Pro, comparable at this point to an arcade edition. Don't look at it as 15K, George. Look at it as 3 easy payments of 5K. Gotta pay attention to the button color. Pick is Playfield X and blue is missiles. So without getting too inside baseball, this is episode 902. What are we doing for your 1000th episode, George? Dice, you're gonna have to be here for 1000. See, you're not even in multi-ball and you're banking it. Yeah, that was actually pretty decent. That's really good to know. Hey, Pinhouse Pinball, thank you so much for that raid. Appreciate it, and welcome. We're playing some 007 this evening. Oh, and now we're leveling up.
Usually do.
Alright, thumbs up.
Ready, guys?
Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins!
Oh my god, he just ran in.
Oh my god, he just ran in. Yeah, you can be the one to jump out of the cake. Yeah, I think we just got to do something really fun for 1,000. What do we want to do here? Oh, we just want Goldfinger. Got it. All right. Meta will jump out with you. Okay. That sorta counted. That actually was intentional. I know right now you're like, there's no way that was intentional that I hit that target from up there, but I totally hit that target from up there. What do we want to hit? Want to hit? Oh my gosh, just hit any shot, George. Good, good, good. There we go. The incredible laser ray. Okay. However, a far more memorable thing would be if Cake pulled George out. I like that. All right, we got a ball lock, we got a mode shot. We're about 2/3 of the way there. No! Man, we were making great progress on that mode. That sucks. Yeah, we need to talk through this song. This is gonna get me turned off on YouTube. I do think I got turned off on YouTube earlier. Oh, you know what? We're not. This game is so intense. Like, you've got to do so many different things. We're not doing that. No, we're not. We could always hire Cake to jump out of a cake and refuse to leave George's place until he guesses what kind of tree they brought with him. We could let them eat cake. All right, here's Goldfinger again. Good, good. Yeah, that's what I like to see. We're killing it this time. Come on. All right, all right. I like where this is going. Nope. Crap. What do I need? I think I just need that again. Nope. Ah. We need a good first ball, right? weird. Game reset again. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Game's being kind of funky. All right, same thing, just slightly different results. That's what we're shooting for here. All right, now Blofeld. This is a different mode. Oh man, Wicked City is raiding. Wicked City, how the heck was your stream? I know you ran into some issues. Oh no. And I was not there to help. I apologize. But Kyle and John, how the heck are you? And Bloody Cola, thank you so much for that follow. Wicked City coming in hot with a group of 4. What do we need? Oh my god, we have to hit that so many more times. All right, we're being a little crazy here. There we go. Come on, we got this last one right there. We're 3 resets on ball 1, and we have progressively gotten worse, thinking that we just need a good ball 1 to get started on. Yeah, I'm sorry, the game overreacted, George. It really did. Like, that is the game panic flip there. It wasn't me. All right, so we need to hit this right ramp. So I'm gonna deposit the ball over there. That's obviously how we wanted all of that to work out. There it is. Oh my gosh. Rosa Kleb. Bloody Cola, how was Wicked City Gaming's stream? Did you have fun over there? And who ultimately won the night? Also, did anybody watch the more in-depth video on Harry Potter? Was it Retro Ralph who put that together? And was it reviewing the content that's already out there, or did it include new content? I feel like I didn't get that question answered earlier. All right, we're gonna go. What do we need here? We need inner loops. There's a lock shot. Let's go there. Silver says, yeah. It was just a run through with the team discussing some of their Cool. So this is like an actual interview. That's great. I have to go back and watch that. It's a ball lock. That's the only way I can feed the upper flipper. I guess I could maybe shoot it around. There's no guarantee, though. I don't want to start the multi-ball on this. No! Yeah, there we go. All right, we're in the multi-ball. Are you referring to the featurette Well, there was the one that Jersey Jack added. Now I hit that shot. And then there is evidently a Retro Ralph video that got put out today where it sounds like he interviewed the Jersey Jack crew. So he got to ask tons of questions, I'm guessing, about kind of how the game is all set up. All right. Now we're gonna feed this upper flipper. Get up there. That did not count. Yeah, whatever. I'll take that last jackpot for 2.1. They talk about the game, show assets, some other angles of the game in motion, like that hidden jump ramp thing from the... Okay, so it's a jump ramp. That was my... I was really struggling to figure out what that was. All right, so we got our super. I'm gonna drop that upper flipper. I missed it by that much. We're gonna drop it again. Crap. All right, we're gonna go middle. That was intentional. That also was absolutely intentional. That's gonna be a ball save. Cool. All right, we have lit all of the Bond girls, and we put up 178 on that first mode's, second mode / multi-ball. What do we got here? Let's start up another. Yeah, I think something beyond this, the like JJP created featurette. You think it's a U-turn at the spinner? Interesting. Angles in Motion would be a solid band name. I agree. Honestly, I'd be surprised if it wasn't already a band name, or at least something in motion. Joe Hills coming in with 74 beautiful people. Joe, how the heck are you? Joe Hills Raid coming in hot. Joe, I hope you're having a great night. Joe, you're putting us into level 3. I'm sorry to do this to everyone. Immediately as they come in. It was a refreshing stream, says Joe. Speaking of refreshing, I like the great taste of whiskey, like just like anyone, but...
それを返せ。さもないと後悔するぞ。お前一人に一体何ができる？
Nothing's
誰が一人だと言った？
Oh.
You should know that a man with the power of nature can bring you to the end of your life. And you should know by my smile and the look in my eyes that you are about to be massively forced to give up. Chicken attack, chicken attack. Watch your back before it face to black. Say my love harmless, but then come on, chicken attack. Go chicken go, go chicken go, now gonna fly, you on the sky.
Joe, 007 is flipping fantastically, especially as we approach this fabulous Friday.
With the power of nature, you are never alone, and you can't live it on a man.
Just gonna be patient here.
Every beast, every tree, follow me to the end, and you are about to be myself free. Chicken attack.
We'll get back to it here at some point.
Watch your back before it face to black. Them a look down, that's what they can on chicken out. Go chicken go. Go chicken go.
Cheers. Cheers, Joe.
You are the sky.
Yeah. Alliteration. Late on a Thursday, approaching Friday. One of my favorite things to do, for sure. I can.
Go chicken go. Go chicken go. Now gonna fly. You on the sky. All on the air. All on the air. All on the air.
Joe, have a great night. Thank you again for getting us to level 3 this evening. And if you're just joining us, my name is George. This show is Don't Panic Flip, and we are
You know what the difference is between you and me?
There you go, Slipper.
I make this look good.
We are playing some 007 tonight. It is it's a little brutal. We're now on ball 3. We do have 4 unqualified Bond girls. They're lit but not qualified yet. Silver saying D&D is not your favorite. Like in my dream house right now of pinball machines, it would be Harry Potter, Dungeons and Dragons, Ghostbusters, and Total Nuclear Annihilation. Yeah, I think those would be like the 4 must-have pins for me right now. I do really enjoy Dungeons and Dragons. What else would I want? Maybe... Nope, we've already got something. We got 2 brutal games, 2 long players. So, I don't know. Maybe a Metallica remastered would be another fun one to have in there. But I need to do decent score for... Oh, in D&D. Unless something's changed, I'll throw it out there. The biggest way I've found to put up points is actually to play through... to like play through and complete entire areas. Just complete all the modes. They're worth a fantastic amount of points. Yeah, there is a lot of... Like, it's a slow playing game. All right, now we are in Goldfinger. We have an extra ball, too. Let's do that. Awesome. We got a mode shot, an extra ball. Arcade Legacy is raiding with a party of 30. Arcade Legacy. My hat's off to you. Thank you. Y'all just missed the intro to level 3. So we are fast, I believe, approaching level 4 at this point. I hope your stream was fantastic. Arcade Legacy, what were y'all streaming this evening? Was it League Night? And if you're just joining us, we're playing some 007. I think it might be our last night with 007. It depends on whether or not, if we get a Saturday. Uh-oh, we're hitting level 4. That was it. Oh my god, just no. Welcome to level 4, y'all. We got ourselves an extra camera. Wow.
Turn down for what?
So what do we got going on tonight? We have 007. We have White Claw. We also have Whistle Pig. And then we have a beautiful audience of people who are interested in either watching pinball, talking about pinball, maybe talking about Harry Potter. We did, this is our second stream today. Our first stream was entirely breaking down the Harry Potter video. All right, where do we want to go here? We want to go... There we go. Awesome. We are now in our mini wizard mode here. Oh my god, get the multipliers! No multipliers for George here. That's kind of what it looks like. I got one! There's two. Okay, it wasn't multiplied, but I feel like I got the super jackpot there at the end. Maybe. Marte, welcome. Mr. J. Crane, thanks for the commercial. Jurassic Park new movie coming. Thanks for the commercial. Jurassic Park new movie coming in July. Will be fun. I didn't purposefully give you a commercial, FYI. I don't think I've ever activated or like rolled commercials. I find them incredibly irritating. You did not. Gotta hit all shots twice. Then this. Oh, okay. So I think I hit the last one that I needed to hit twice. And then after that, I would have had to have hit the side ramp, which is impossible. I can only ever hit that when I don't need to. Crap. Oops. Did not mean to kick that. What do we got? We got... Awesome. There's Largo. Let's go for some ball locks, huh? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah, I'm teasing just a touch, but the movie is still slated for July. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of excited about it. Oh, game. ScarJo in Jurassic Park could be cool. All right, at PC can type in more complete sentences now, but yeah, Deep Dive was decent. It confirmed to me how some of the mechs work, e.g. the stairs. Okay, so on that 180, does the 180 rotate where it goes, I'm assuming? The 180 going into the stairs, that is. And right now, for everyone else, we're talking about HP, which was just announced today. I mean, it was announced a while back or teased, but we got the full announcement today on Harry Potter. What? Somehow we got ourselves 2 pinballs. We're gonna let that second one go, because I'm nice. Crap. Cool. So the stairs, Ski-Doo coming in with their primer. Ski-Doo, my hat's off to you. Thank you and welcome to the stream. Woo toot whoops. So the stairs has 4 sides. One side is a dead end. 2 sides are connected in an elbow. The 4th is the outlet for the wave ramp below. And that all rotates. Got it. So it does change the direction of like where you end up shooting. Hey, that mode is donezo.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Hey, look at that. We found that side ramp a lot. Dax Ruckus. Thank you so much for that follow and welcome. Uh-oh. Somebody just did something. Okay. Yeah, Retro Ralph is the featurette. I post... Okay, awesome. Wolfman, thank you. I will definitely check that out. I always thought the reason for 2 pinballs coming out were the magnets that some pin tables have. Marte, are you talking about this game? Ubermensch, welcome. Hello, and thank you very much for that follow. You just got us to level 5 on the stream. Okay, cool. I am going to watch that featurette as soon as possible. Tess Bishop, how is the JP Reborn trailer looking? I think it looks cool. I don't know if any of it's ever going to capture the magic of the original film. So it's like we all kind of have to move on from here. Pinjamin, what just happened? Redeemed a level increase, 500. Oh, geez. Is that enough? That's gonna be enough to hit a new level. Hey, speaking about those yeets, I think Ubermensch, you were on my brother's stream, right?
You never loved me, Mom.
Oh no, that was really bad. We're gonna get both of those back though, right? Or not. That was a big waste. Welcome to level 6. Actually, I do think this is still I think this is my favorite layout. You've been doing streams when I'm not available, and I do not consent. You are ruining my watching streaks. I'm so sorry, Ski-Doo. That was not intentional. Is the actor Jeff Goldblum in it, right? Did Jeff Goldblum find a way to make his way into the new Reborn series? All right, we do need to feed that up a flipper. Game, I'm a little disappointed. I thought we had a good start, like we had a good rapport with what we were working on together, and then you dropped me. Why can I not find it anymore? Find the upper ramp. There it is. Hey, we got an extra ball. Well, we don't technically have the extra ball yet. All right, that's one way to get the old ball over there. We have our extra ball. We can feel a little bit safer now. Just a little. All right. Going for that left orbit, maybe on the fly. Hey, that always feels good. Need to hit the right ramp now. Missed it by that much. All right. Crap. Come on, just hit the right ramp. Nope. There's that shoot again, though. So you've been doing oh, got it. I already did that one. Hey, we were streaking. I can't see that from the dashboard over here. That kind of sucks, actually. I always thought that was why on ones with a magnet, going back up to what Marty was saying. No, others. I always thought the reason for 2 pinballs coming out were the magnets that some pin tables have. Like other tables, I always thought that was why on ones with a magnet. I think what you're referring to, I'm going to guess at this point, Marte, but when there's more than one ball out there, that typically means it's a multi-ball. We had a situation earlier where one hit the bottom and popped out, and I let the other ball drain just because you're not supposed to get that multi-ball. That was an accident. And I don't want to, like, if I end up having a great game, I don't want it to be because we cheated the system. Silver, exactly, yeah. Scarjo doing a badass roll. Like, oh, when it kicks out 2 balls on the plunge. I get what you're saying there. Sorry, I'm playing a game while either specking or spacing. All good, but like when it kicks out 2 balls, maybe that has to do with the magnet and the fact that the balls are magnetized. That's a possibility. All right, let's do that. Come on, get out of there. There we go. All right, we got a mode. Games sometimes just F up because the trough sensor is bad or partially obscured. Yeah, agreed. Well, that wasn't good. All right, so we've got a ball lock. We are... Oh, geez, that was substandard. All right, ball lock. Come on. Oh, my God. Just hit that shot. I feel like I overreacted just then. I may have overreacted. We're going to go... Nope. Thank you, game, for searching. as I'm just like trying to hit anything, you give me that thing that makes me feel better about me as a pinball player. Like where the game doesn't even think you like you know what you're doing. Like the ball must be stuck because they're not actually hitting any shots right now when they obviously should be hitting shots. Solid pep talk game. Squalito, no, if I could afford HP, I would be so happy with being in on an HP. It's so exciting. Is that mode done? Yeah, I guess it is. I think we timed it out. And that's okay. I didn't like that mode anyways. Luke, we're gonna have company! Yes, Squalito. I loved what I saw. You're trying to play in the games like you must be stuck. I have to decide if I want one and which version. Silver, if you do it, I mean, the arcade gives you the exact same game. Super fans, I feel like would want either the LE or the Wizard or the CE. Wizard if you like the movies, CE if you like the books, if you prefer the books. I love what they did. I had kind of a dumb argument with Zach Meny where he really wanted the game to be all movie because he thought that's what would make people ridiculously happy. And I was really trying to sell the idea that you don't understand when it comes to Harry Potter because it sold so many books. Like more... they're at 600 million, I think, on book sales. Kind of got myself there. Oh, that sucks. That was just me not paying attention right then. All right. Oh no, did we just start a second multi-ball in this mode? That was not intentional. Okay. Hit it, hit it. Get up there, yes! Oh, come on. Am I gonna get there? Am I gonna get there? I think... Did I actually beat Rosa Klebb? I think I beat Rosa Klebb. I'll take that. All right, so we need to grab Goldfinger. Let's see. Oh, I Ski-Doo. Check out this video. Okay, so Tess Bishop is thinking they'd go arcade. I know I would go arcade. but I don't have money for a Harry Potter right now. CE if you have cash to burn. I'd be a wizard or CE, says Silver. What is the status of my tatus, George? So I'm going back in. The next tattoo is August. That is the next one. Now I have to question whether or not, honestly, I should just go to another tattoo artist. They have like 6 there, and one of them focuses on black and white, and I can get that tattoo done in between. But I am scheduled to go back in August. And this is a full day tattoo, so this is going to be 6 to 7 hours. The goal is to get Hellboy on my leg done, and that's 6 hours. And then we'd come up here and we would add somewhere up on my arm the Don't Panic Flip tattoo for you, Ice-Ski-Doo, who ordered one. Hey, we got an extra ball. Only because I liked upgraded decals and I find side blades to be a requirement in games. Hey, we got that extra ball and a mode shot. I hope the CE, says Tess Bishop, comes with the bag of branded Bean Boozled jelly beans. Isn't that? It's Birdie Bots is what you're looking for. Birdie Bots every flavor beans. That sucked. All right, we made it through 3 modes on that first ball. That'll do it. Yep, a nice bag of Birdie Bots every flavor beans. I'm right there with you. Has JJP ever sold side blades before? I don't know. I mean, I think so, but I don't know. Diamonds of Destruction. We are currently in a mode right now. 'Tis excellent. Stinky Feet jelly beans. I'm sure they have those. What do we want? Oh, we need right ramp. Totally got there. Got it. Come on, game. You're killing me. I just wanted that one shot. It's fine. It's fine. Really, the thing with CE is the gold wireforms, rails, etc. look so much better. Silver, I didn't catch that those were colored differently. All right, what are we doing? Awesome. Now we're on ball 2. We're in Blofeld. We just have to hit the drop targets. Ish. All right, we're a little more than halfway through this mode. Gotta hit it a few more times. Nope. There goes ball 2. 3K is a lot for gold and a better topper. The wizard should have gold, says Silver. So the wizard... What does the wizard get above the arcade? Oh, we got another extra ball. Okay. If Topper was a unit of money nowadays, that would be $2,000? Yes, I think so. That sounds about right. How about that? And, oh no. All right, one more of those. And we've got 3 Bond girls locked in for a 4x multiplier. Just gonna let those go. I want to get that extra multiplier. There it is. I was gonna get there. I was gonna get there. Still, it was almost 200 million. 178 something. I mean, I view Invisiglass as basically a necessity on any home pin that you plan to keep. I agree. I love Invisiglass. Like, where possible, I would always grab Invisiglass. Especially for streaming reasons. Like, if I'm keeping a pin or planning to keep a pin for a while, I will definitely upgrade. What do we need? One more? Got it. All right. 432. Add a ball collected. Is that what that said? That's game. Logan Arcade coming in hot with 6 beautiful individuals. Logan Arcade, I hope your stream was fantastic. We've been playing some 007 over here. Home buyers can swap around glass, though. Pretty easy if needed. I mean, I'm not swapping out a glass panel because I want to play a different game. Logan Arcade, we are streaming Pulp Fiction with a bird puppet. Got it. Is it like a bird puppet, like you're a pirate and you've got a puppet, or did you have to actually use the puppet as like a distraction or made it difficult? Oh, I've seen that bird. Okay. Oh, at the Kong. That's right. Okay. Logan, thank you for the reminder. Awesome. So I hope that went well. Oh, shoot. I forgot about music a while ago. We had disco going. If you're just joining us, my name is George. This show is Don't Panic Flip, and we are playing 007 tonight. We were talking a bunch about Harry Potter, and right now, I don't know what saving money means, says Silver, as he plans to buy both Dune and maybe HP. Or while closing on a house, eating into the pin budget. Yeah. That's my situation right now. It's, I decided to buy, I decided to expand the rental empire. And now I am incredibly house poor as a result. And on that note, let's do this. And now I have no money. Yeah, Silver, that's me. I have none. All right, that was a lot of wild flipping there. Silver does need a house, though, with space for pins. Oh, no. So, Logan, talking Harry Potter, do tell. Have a question for you. Ever do a tilt bob camera? If so, how do you get that thing in there with the wires without using the coin door? So I did for a while. Hold on, let's chat. Okay. So we have done that. And the way I did it was when I did it, I did have cables coming out of the pinball machine. Now, you could use wireless. Okay, Logan's like, I'm sitting for this. Yeah, I'm sitting too. In fact, we don't have light in here. There we go. So we had wires coming out of the front, and I had a camera that I would put in there. But I had an idea, which is you could use a wireless HDMI signal or something like an iPad, right? And you sit that in there, and if you have a mount, you can use like a mini iPad or even a phone actually would be perfect, where you turn on the light, you set up like a Droid Cam or something like that, and that should work just fine. That's probably the least expensive way to do it. And with the phone, you probably would hopefully get 2-ish hours out of it. If you need more, it's easy enough to plug a phone into a battery and and then it becomes like a weight that you can use to do that as well. But when I did it, I had cables coming out the door, and that was before I had like excess phones or iPads and things to do that. But I'm guessing the easiest way would be like a 20 milliamp or whatever, the 20,000 milliamp battery, like portable battery, and use that because it's kind of a brick, and use that as a base and mount a phone to it, and then you have a decent camera, and you also have a light as well. Let's see. We have a wireless HDMI we can probably dedicate to that, but also the iPad. That's the cool thing is with the iPad, you can avoid the need for to use one of your wireless HDMIs. Wait, what is this? Collectors and Wizard editions include Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connectivity for future updates, scoring features, and online integration. That's a good question, Silver. So do you think that like JJP might be moving into the Insider Connected space? Nitrog, what did I use? So I just got rid of all. I had four receiver and sender pairs, and I was using the Cosmos C1 series for that, and I absolutely recommend it. It's expensive on Amazon. They're like $550, but they're fantastic. The only issue is that they only do 1080. It'd be great to do 4K. And then you get an HDMI like hub, and then you can have all, let's say, 4 cameras on your rig go to into an HDMI hub at 4K, go to a 4K transmitter, and then hit the receiver, you receive it at 4K and then break that up into 4 1080 images. I think that's the magic medicine for efficiency. Okay. Wolfman saying the Wi-Fi feature is definitely for JJP's IC. No, Silver, I think that's it's less that and more that the arcade doesn't have Wi-Fi. Interesting. And do you use MBP to stream, or it's a PC? Nitrog, I don't know what MBP is. I use OBS for streaming, and it is going to a PC. Oh, it's implied. Got it. Oh, a MacBook. No, I honestly, I don't think I've ever used a Mac. I have been a PC person since 1990 when I got my first computer. Would your mom buy you a pewter for Christmas? Bless you. Yeah. Silver, I've played around a bunch with Linux. It's okay. I think Linux is there now, where the all the software for Linux is good. I just don't like having to. I like the fact that I have a PC and I have 3 laptops and a PC, and I stream from this PC. But otherwise, I have 3 laptops. I don't have to worry ever about anything on all of them. I don't have to configure anything. It always works. And that's not to say that Windows has always been that way, but we've gotten to a point where pretty much everything just works easy on a Windows machine. All our dev machines are VMs and GCP. What's GCP there? F the command key. We use Kubernetes now most of the time. Yeah, Nitrog. So when we're working in AWS, you have the choice to run containers as Windows or Linux, and sure, at that point, the software I'm building, as long as, because I'm a .NET developer, so as long as I'm using .NET Core, it really doesn't matter for EKS and yeah, exactly. The Elastic Kubernetes service in AWS. I have not messed around at all with Google's cloud. I started with Azure and then made my way over to AWS. WSL is freaking glorious. Anyways, okay, makes sense why you're on Windows. Hashtag you're a .NET developer. I know, it's easy. There's nothing but the IDE Visual Studio is just, it's amazing. And then Visual Studio Code, they're like, hey, for everyone else, all of you Python noobs out there, or if you just want to do scripting here, we're going to give you a little piece of what Visual Studio kind of is. It's very flexible. Visual Studio Code's awesome. Game Club, Marty, good evening. My hat's off to you. Thank you for those bits. GCC says, suck it. Fair. I use mostly Ghost. I use mostly Ghost, so I use VS Code. I just read it like it said it. I think what you're saying, you mostly use VS Code, which is also for Microsoft. Yeah, got it. GC uses their Java. Oh, you use mostly Go, so I use VS Code. All that was missing there was a comma. Nitrog, I have no ability to extrapolate and come up with missing things. I just read the text as I see it. I have never been able to interpolate or make some guesses there. That is on me. I suck at that. But yes, I'm familiar with Go. Let's see here. Marty says, don't read mine. Audience verse, George. Verses. Hey, if Manu is in the room, I say verses. If Manu isn't in the room, I should say if I'm now in a business meeting, I say verses. Or if Manu is in the room. And every other time, that is way too many us to a word. It's kind of like saying you all versus y'all. Y'all saves you that quarter of a second, and it's absolutely worth it. I'm not going to lie. I do think that the Whistle Pig and the White Claw is starting to catch up because my fingers feel a little bit numb right now. Why did we come over to the computer? We were going to talk. Oh, we were talking Arcade Legacy. You had some questions about how to do a tilt bob camera I would really push the idea of a battery and a phone as being the easiest way to do that. If you have an Android, there's Droid Cam, and there's something comparable for an iPhone if that's what you want to use. But put a mount on a battery and boom, you are done. It's so easy. It's Wi-Fi. There's like a minor bit of delay, assuming you have decent Wi-Fi available. If it's bad Wi-Fi, then the delay might be a little bit different, but you're just trying to grab this tiny little bit of video that you want to put on the screen, and phone hooked up to a battery backup system was good. So Marty woke up in the grass last weekend. Was a good night. Marty, can I talk about some of your posts on Facebook? Am I allowed to do that? I don't know enough about, I try not to be friends with anybody at work on Facebook. And I try never to I guess I connect with my friends there. But that's the distinction. Work people get LinkedIn and Facebook is like friends. And if somebody at work moves from a work person to a Facebook person, that's huge. Because I compartmentalize everything in my life. So just normally. I don't allow friend groups to mix. And I definitely don't want anyone from business side of things to be connected in my personal life. Okay, cool. So Marty, that's what I was going to bring up. I know you recently went through a divorce, been there. Hey, power to the people. I know, Wolfman, I'm a millennial. I probably should be more focused on Instagram, but I just feel like I'm not pretty enough for Instagram. So I'm still back on Facebook. Marty, I was going to point out, it looks like you've been dating somebody, and well done, sir. Well done. You genuinely seem happy after it seems like a very short time ago. There was a big struggle. I just want you to know, I've been off of social media now for 3 months, but occasionally I'll bring up a browser and log in and check it out. And lo and behold, I see Marty hanging out with a cute girl, and I just want to give you high five, man. It's brand new. Okay, cool. C&K, are you ashamed of me? What group I'm in? Wait, C&K, you're going to have to add some more context there. All it is that I try not to mix friend groups, right? Imagine you have a work group of friends. But these aren't the people that you would connect with on Facebook or Instagram. They're your work friends that you hang out with. And then you have your board game friends. These are your friends who are really into board games. Maybe you have pinball friends, and then you have the friends you've known since college that you just drink with and say lots of stupid shit with. I don't have any of those anymore. But I wouldn't put board game or pinball people in with the college I grew up with these people friends, because they may not have a lot to talk about. That's why I like to compartmentalize groups, and I don't always like to mix them because it can create some really weird situations. Okay, we're getting there, George. Few more drinking nights. Awesome. Vodka does wonders. Just please don't mix it with Pepsi. I'm not George's friend, but somehow I'm a mod. There you go. So we have the mod group, Wolfman, and then we have the viewer group. I don't know where I'm going with that, but see, it's kind of dark. I'm teasing. Yup, that's what I figure. That's all. I just don't like to. I'm always concerned about making sure that when we have a group of people that I'm hanging out with, or if I'm hosting, imagine I bring work people in to do a board game night. Mixing work people with board game people. So this is going to be someone who's I've only ever played Monopoly, and I want to introduce them to Settlers of Catan. But then you bring in my board game group who's Settlers of Catan. Oh my God, don't do that. We've got to play Sheriff of Nottingham. Let's play some Resistance. Let's get in there and just start lying to each other as quickly as possible. That's where the real fun is at. That's where you get to really learn about other people. And you've got these work people I was really just interested in playing Monopoly. You talked about Catan as being something like Monopoly, but a little bit different, a little bit more complicated, something I could handle. And then you're no, we're going to play Civilization 8 hours. That's what you've just committed to. Those are the friend group situations that I try to avoid. I'm now catching up a chat. Sorry, I have to read some of these. I went off on kind of a tangent there. Marty is not cool enough to be a mod. We've been tricked. Marty, dropping 100 bits again. I keep trying to bribe him, Wolfman. Marty, I would absolutely make you a mod. If that is something that, if the pressure and responsibility of being a mod is something you're down for, can we just mod Marty so he can be a lowlife like us? Wolfman never shits where they eat. I'm with Don't Panic Flip on this. Okay, Marty does like it rough. Nitrog, work remotely, no problem with work people. Nitrog, here's my problem. I have been working 100% remote since 2015. But my current job, here's the deal. In 2019, the startup I was working for hit kind of a lull. And they're like, hey, tighten the belt. It's going to be rough. And I'm like, I don't tighten my belt. I'm going to go find another job. And I found one in a day. And I went and started working at my new job, which is not a startup. I'm not going to get specific, but I work for the government. Not a great place to be working right now. And I wanted to be back in an office. That was a huge driver. Was that I had been working remote since 2015. I know. Chip Dancer, it's been a struggle. So on top of what I said earlier, like not having cash, house poor, and everything else, man, every day it's not fun. So 2020 or 2019 ended, 2020 hit. I got this new job, and I'm like, this is great. We're gonna work in an office. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have whiteboards again. Oh my gosh, whiteboarding is just something I miss. And Starbucks, like I'm gonna have a development team again, and we're gonna go to Starbucks and we're gonna talk about things. We're gonna do our stand-up at Starbucks every morning. That's gonna be fun. I got that for 2 months in 2020 before COVID hit in March. And we went back to 100% remote. It's now 2025, and we've been 100% remote since then. So I'm ready to go back into an office. That said, I did get around my need for whiteboarding with a tool like Miro. Miro is whiteboarding, and I've gotten so good at using Miro kind of on the fly that I'm good with it. Like I would struggle at this point to use a physical whiteboard as effectively as I can use a tool like Miro for software development. All right, catching back up. No, take them to Tabletop Miniatures. That's right, 40K. We're going to make it happen. I never shift. Oh, I never shit where I meet. I'm with Don't Panic Flip on this. Oh, yes, I like it rough. You poor son of a bitch. I knew it. He builds Teslas. Come to Cali. I'll get you some .NET shiz. Wolfman, man, there's so many awesome areas in California. Like, I spent a bunch of time in Santa Barbara and Ojai. I love that area. I want to go hang out with Manu more often. Like, if there was a way where I could be physically closer to Manu on a more regular basis, his area is amazing. That's the perfect part of the world. That's where I if I could afford to live there, I would live there. Chip Dancer, I'm Australian. We're scared for everyone over there. We're all just scared right now. If you work in the government, it's every day you go in. You don't know if you're going to have a job when you come back out. I lost 2 jobs in 2024. Workforce has been rough lately. It's so rough. Marty, I get it. I know. And Wolfman, I'm not kidding. You can afford it when you get a job. Oh, right. Wolfman, hit me up on Discord. If you're actually serious and you know something around .NET, that'd be an interesting phone call. And all of that said, we also turned off the music. Dice, if you go back. Right, exactly. Yeah. Why not? Why not? At this point, I can't get Harry Potter. That's my biggest problem in life right now. Actually, my biggest problem in life is that I've got an 11-year-old daughter who occasionally getting her to take a shower is a real struggle. Like full on 11-year-old tantrum. That I would say is number one. Let's get real here for a second. Oh my gosh, Marty. Teenagers smell. They all do. Interesting age, minus 6 years, and she's super cute and nice. For now, Nitrog being the key words in that situation. It's really hard to talk over the music or talk with the music. I'll hit you up. My guy Tristan will dial you in. Okay, Wolfman, thank you. Yeah, I would. Yeah, it's funny. I'm talking with Kyle, my brother, who's out in South Carolina, and he wants to open up a game store. And I'm talking with him about it, and legit. And when Zoe goes to college, I may move to South Carolina. But until then, Cali would be kind of fun. You're making me want to do a talking head stream. Game Club Central, what is a talking head stream? No, oh my God, no, don't let him do it. Chip Dancer, he won't like games for long or he'll go broke. Well, Chip Dancer, hold on. Before Game Store does not equal a really good business idea, it wouldn't just be a game store. Like, here's the thought. You guys, because you're here for pinball, right? You know that there's a really cool store in New York that is a laundromat up front. A laundromat? I don't know how to pronounce that. It's a laundromat up front, and then you sneak into the back, right? It's the pitch. So this would be kind of similar with a store up front with a secret door to get into the back. And once you get into the back, there would be tables for, let's say, Warhammer gaming or Dungeons and Dragons gaming, and staff that would be able to actually run and support those along with an arcade and pinball. All of these people thrown together. It is a gaming haven. And on top of that, you have to know it exists in the first place to get there. That's the pitch. All of those things mixed together. I don't know if the laundromat closed. I love the romantic idea about that, but man, you do not make money. No, Nitrog, the hope is in 6 to 7 years that I'm already comfortable enough to just like sustain. That would be awesome. On that note, let's see. Because I am checking. You guys can't see it. I really hope you can't see it because that would suck. But I just published my first book on Kindle. And right now it is in review. So I think by the end of the day tomorrow, we hit 72 hours before it publishes. But that's my backup plan. I absolutely want to focus entirely. I want to move from software into professional writing. No, Nitrog, it's a secret. I've published it under a different name. Here's the deal. I subscribe to the idea of, I can't think of it. It's a style of writing where you let the writing drive the narrative for the most part. It is discovery writing. There we go. That's not a little, it's not. But Chip Dancer, it's something I've been wanting to do my entire life. Like literally last night at 1:30, I hit the publish on Kindle Direct Publishing, and I technically achieved one of my primary life like bucket list goals, which was kind of awesome at 1:30 in the morning. But I subscribe to the idea of, not the idea, but I find that I write best or most natural, especially dialogue between different characters, when I don't give my brain a lot of direction. I just let it run. And that is called discovery writing. Like as you're writing, you discover the story. Now, I've gotten really good. I've written a lot. Over the past probably 20 years, I've probably written about 5 or 6 books worth of content. And I actually have completed one other book that was so bad. So this is like book number 6 or 7, and it's the first time I'm publishing. But still, it went sideways as I was writing it. Nitrog. No. So yes and no. I use AI for editing. In fact, it was fantastic. I submitted the finished manuscript to an AI editor, and I got back like a 20-page PDF document that walked me through everything. It wasn't so much for the AI portion as it was $25. It was fantastic. I didn't have to wait a month. I got it within 30 seconds. It cost $25 and legit I'm not going to say I got emotional, but AI like saw me. Like it read it's a 120-page book. So it's like borderline a novella. It's just a little bit past that. But it saw everything I was doing in the book. Every bit of like prepping for something significant to happen later, these references to other situations, stories even, it caught everything. It gave it back to me and it told me what was working and what wasn't working. And it was weird to have, yeah, exactly. It's a fantastic model. We humans are now just an input to Skynet, but like somebody saw through all of the shenanigans of my writing and saw everything I was intending and told me I did it well. Like legit, when it went through everything, because it told you what are you doing well and what do you have a minor concern about, a significant concern, or a major concern. And it gave me like 20 different specifics where it's like, you're not only doing this well, it's fantastic. But also it did have some major concerns, which I went through. I finished the rough draft about a month and a half ago. And I think I even mentioned it on stream. And I've spent about a month and a half revising. And then I finally submitted it off to Pro Writing Aid or something. It's some shitty website name. But I can't stress enough. I paid for 2 different AI assessments. One, I'll get to that, Nitrog, in a second. Because I said it took a left turn, right? Yes, it's a book. It took a left turn. But losing my train of thought, and I'm going to blame the alcohol on it. Oh, but AI, I did 2 things. One was an editor feedback, which was just fantastic. And the other thing is I could also pay $25 to have a beta reader provide me like a 10-page bit of feedback. And that was similarly awesome. Like they identified quotes and lines. And once again, 30 seconds. I had a 10-page PDF. It's not a Harry Potter romance novel. Not far off, though. So it gave me back like lines that they would quote moving forward. It also gave me a section where like I almost put the book down in chapter 14 because this chapter kind of dragged on, and I just don't care about poker. And there's a poker aspect to it. But now I'm going to get back to what kind of story it is. So like I said, it's anonymous. I'm not going to tell anybody. I have a pen name and everything. But while I was writing it, I used Discovery style writing. And naturally, because I started this particular story while I was traveling to Florida last summer. And I couldn't sleep. I had too much caffeine while we were driving. So I ended up staying up until almost 5 o'clock in the morning. And I wrote something like 40 pages of content. And while I was writing, I was just letting loose. And the book went from a fantasy novel, very mythologically focused, into romance, and then into straight up erotica. And I had no control over the situation. So that's ultimately what got published, is something that ended up really getting explicit. It was unintentional, but the story, I'm almost disappointed that I can't publish it under my name, because the story is amazing. And once again, AI read it and they're like, your pacing, like it created charts and graphs about the pacing. It walked through and gave me the fact that I have 2 different climaxes. And yes, absolutely, Chip Dancer. Yeah, I'm embarrassed by publishing AI edited erotica, for sure. And what's funny is, once again, the story I'm genuinely happy about. And on top of that, It's going to be like I have plotted out. It's a 6-book series. Exactly, Chip Dancer. So I have another series that I've slowly been working on over roughly about a decade to map out entirely. And that I have another book started. It's roughly about 40 pages in or so. And that one is what I'm going to focus on next. So now that I've gone through the process, I know what I'm doing. I have another story, which is so weird because I've traveled from here to Chicago roughly about 30 or 40 times at this point. And in the trek from Colorado to Chicago, I've had a lot of weird things happen. That includes drugs, picking up people on the side of the road who ended up causing real problems, to a meteor at one point, or I guess at that point it's an asteroid. I don't know at what point it becomes one or the other. I was almost hit by a meteor on one of those lots of weird situations with cops, and once again, like weirdly drug-based situations. I've had a bunch of stuff happen. I'm 42 right now, and in the 30 or 40 times I've traveled from Colorado to Chicago, I've condensed all of that into one story that applies to a much larger kind of epic storyline. But this is the kickoff. This is the first one, and it's entirely real, with the exception that I added one character that was never there in reality. No, Chip Dancer, exactly. Just published your weird life stories as a collection. No. It's a real life story, but like I said, there's one person added who wasn't there that kind of spins it a slightly different direction. But yes, it is. Otherwise, every moment is so cool. Like my opening scene in that book has to do with a particular moment that was incredibly comical, and I really hope it comes across well. And that's where, of course, an AI editor can be beneficial. Nice. You nailed it. That's the AI editing. I'm excited for this one because it's going to be, I don't know, the whole story is awesome. And once again, it kicks off this idea of a much larger epic that actually I started recently talking with Kyle, my brother, about. We got rated by Wicked City Gaming earlier. So Kyle has also been helping to we have a Miro board to identify what this, like, it's like a 15 to 18 book series at this point. And he's been helping figure out exactly kind of how it maps and what the different stories are going to be along the way. And that I will feel, to going back up, next life goal, publish it and be proud. There we go. That's the next story, and that is the next life goal. So Nitrox says you should provide a shitty story to AI to see if the reviews are similar regardless of the story. No, I mean, I could, and I imagine there's a lot of like janky content making its way into Kindle at this point via self-publishing, but it's different. Like I've been listening to Brandon Sanderson on his podcast now for 10 years. However long, like I was there when Brandon started his podcast called Writing Excuses. I go to conferences for writing just because I've wanted to like kind of like flex and build that muscle. And similarly, I go the distance to go meet authors I'm genuinely interested in. Like this here, like every quote on this going all the way up and over to the shoulder and down the back. These are all quotes from some of my favorite writings ever. So there's a lot of Dresden Files, there's Hitchhiker's Guide, there's Harry Potter. Thus, now we found that beautiful segue into how do we get back into Harry Potter and pinball. Harry Potter was announced today. That feels like a very abrupt segue into something not about stories and the fact that yeah, Harry, exactly. Not about stories, but once again about pinball. Oh, and waiting for Kindle just to approve it so that way I can actually publish it. Oh, sorry. That's your added character name? No, definitely not. But once again, the added character will be for the story that we'll publish under my name. Let's see. Y'all, it is close to midnight. Let's get one more game in. Sorry for that wild, like 30 to 40 minute discussion that went off the rails there. Let's go jump over. Hold on. Oh, I was in the middle of a game, and it's ball 2. Oh, yeah, Chip Dancer. Absolutely. Oh, I forgot to start the music again. Darn it. All right, here we are. Love it. Love it. Great start. Woo! That felt good. Awesome. Let's go right ramp, left ramp. Nope, missed it by that much. Crap, we started the multi-ball. One shot left. Awesome, we got that henchman done. All right, oh damn, product feature idea, allowing streamers to have dual visuals that can be auto-switched based on client orientation or a manual user override. Chip Dancer, I'm gonna need a little bit more information on that. Darn it. All entirely possible too. Multiple video feeds in the container and read filtered at the stream rebroadcasting service. So keep in mind, Chip Dancer, we're already doing a lot of that. Like I already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 feeds coming just from here. And I have other cameras elsewhere. And based on a whole bunch of different criteria, we're choosing what to display and where, and then how to visualize it. So for example, we now have a hands camera in level 6 that we didn't have previously. So that's easy enough to do, but you're saying user overrided, but like try and get more specific. Like give me an actual use case. Oh my god, if Twitch natively supported portrait, I would have a lot more fun with it, for sure. Bond came to see me this morning. How much? We got 24 seconds? We need more time. Okay. I'll read that in a second. 20 seconds. $14 seconds. Outlane ball save lit. Oh, it's a moving target now. That sucks. Hey, that counted. All right, that mode is donezo. We've got a multi-ball going. I guess let's go Rosa Kleb, and then we'll bring the multi-ball in. Just stop. Why, game? Okay. Whew. All right. So just thinking out loud, imagine if Twitch or other streaming platforms supported dual portrait and landscape video streams. Hold on. All right, catching up. Let's see here. All entirely possible. Okay, just thinking out loud. Imagine if Twitch supported dual portrait and landscape video streams for you, so you could present two separate feeds. Then users could have portrait on mobile and standard view, bring up chat the way it is today in portrait. Then the video would be used landscape view on desktop. Have a full height portrait video feed with chat next to it for half the screen. Agreed. Sorry, wall of text. No, all good. I already had similar thoughts a while back with multiple audio tracks so viewers could hear TTS or not, adjust relative volume knobs. Hollywood Polo, good evening. Welcome a little after midnight. I feel like that's late for you. I want to be your chip dancer. What did you have for Pepper? What did you and Pepper have for supper? What did you and Pepper have for supper? Chip Dancer is just being casually distracted from the end of the work week. Hollywood is, unless, bleh. Homegrown is in the chat. I haven't seen Pepper in here, or Homegrown. I was wondering what the phallic object in the top of the map was. Then I saw it was clear in the alternate view. I was wondering what that phallic object was in the top of the map. You crossed the streams. Then I saw it was clear at the alternate view. Oh, yes. No, that is definitely, the rocket is very interesting. Jay-Z went to sleep because she has, she teaches a class tomorrow morning, very early. Sign out. Dropping 100 bits. If you closed your eyes, say Delirium Disaperium while clicking that order button now on Harry Potter. No, sign out. I just can't afford it at the moment. I want to. There is nothing right now that I want more, I feel like, than that. All right, good. Didn't quite trigger. All right, we got a ball save. We do have 3 Bond girls currently qualified. Got it. Let's see if we can get that 4th for a 5X. Got it. All right. Crap. Crap. Hit one of these shots. Darn it. We activated our 5x multiplier, but we did not abuse it. Did you see? Yes. Oh my gosh, Hollywood. I did 2 streams today. This is the second. And the first stream was entirely a live reaction to the reveal for Harry Potter. You know how big of a Harry Potter nut I am. What am I doing right now? Encounter on the Orient Express. Oh, I never activated the multiplier. That's what happened. That sucks. I'm gonna lose all of those Bond girls. Ugh. Nope, missed it. Excuse me, by that much. Let's see, the good thing living on in Cali is you don't need to own pins because all the arcades do. I like it. There's a Q branch, power pack. All right, let's see if we can do. No, we have no multipliers. Like, this is gonna be complete crap. We're gonna try this to that. There we go. Okay, there's 3. What are we going for here? Left? That's fine. Griseldi, good morning. Oh no, I held up both flippers. That was bad. That next was gonna be good. Uh-oh, second Q branch, the DB5. If we can beat this. Awesome, there's an extra ball. Nope. All right, we're through that. That's another Q branch. Like, we're just making general progress right now. Let's see here. But yesterday and today are days off of work, so I'd rather be sleeping in. Ace Goji locally is getting an HP on Saturday. Oh, obviously, I'm feeling very tired at 4 p.m. and failed to take 8 from 16. Played too much Mario Kart World last night. All right. So we've got 2 Bond girls. There's a bug! Crap. Okay. Almost got that on the fly. What just happened? Oh, we collected the henchmen. That was great. Okay. So we've got 5 henchmen done. We just have 1 more henchman. And we have... There's another ball lock. I don't think you can stack ball locks here. Crap. Need to start that last henchman if we want to get to at least 1 mini wizard mode tonight. Got a ball save there. Ball save. All right. I don't understand. Why couldn't I start the last one? Oh, I'm in Femme Fatale. I don't remember being... I don't know what Femme Fatale is. I don't remember starting it. All right, so we got pink and... Oh, it was an add-a-ball. I didn't know that was an option. All right, 4x multiplier is qualified. Crap. Come on, I want to start this mode, start a multi-ball, start my multiplier. Game Club, we got this. This is what we're doing right now. Game Club, thank you for dropping 100 bits. Nope. It's a 40 million bonus, though. I mean, that wasn't bad. Marty, thank you. Y'all, we definitely rocked the boat there. 170. Yes, Marty, thank you. That was I gave you the hats up, hats off rather. Y'all, that was a lot of fun. Honestly, 2 streams in a day. It was kind of fun. Like, it was, I'm not going to lie, it was very enjoyable. Chat was fantastic. Oh, Chip Dancer asking some questions there. All right, so I got to catch up. Ace Goji locally is getting an HP on Saturday. Oh, obviously, I'm feeling very tired at 4 p.m. Played too much Mario, got caught up. Did you spend the day looking at things in your house and wondering if you could sell them for an HP fun? I did. I did genuinely start thinking, I'm like, that arcade. I've got a Peloton I can get rid of. I've got a gravel bike I can get rid of. I've got all of these things. I'm driving out to Nebraska in 2 weeks to go swap out Pulp Fiction for another game and some cash. So yeah, thanks for all the fish, says CNK. That definitely have been doing that. Hit point refund, just walk into a wall. True, just the resulting. So right now, for streaming purposes, oh my gosh, Dice, what are you still doing up deep into the Nebraskan ocean? So right now I've got 5 tables in the house. I own 3 tables. And I think it's going to be that way for a bit unless somebody offers, once again, a Harry Potter Arcade Edition for my 3 pinball tables. It's not even 1:30 my time, says Dice. I feel like we typically lose you around like 11, sometime between 11:30 and 12. That's all. I'm just pointing out it's almost 12:30 at night. Chip Dancer dropping some bits. Thank you, specifically 6 and 9. That's almost half my total bits. I appreciate it. Chip Dancer, thank you. I'm a diplomat. I move between the tribes. I get it. And Dice, it's appreciated. Thank you. Thank you for being such an active, awesome member of the pinball community. Y'all, thank you again for this was such a great stream, and also for chatting about Harry Potter this morning. Oh, sign out. If it was just about fandom, then yeah, totally different story, right? But money comes into play. Thank you so much. Let's go find someone to raid, and might be back on Saturday night to give 007 one more go. It would be awesome to give it away, having beat it, but at the same time, I'm not putting my hopes are not up. Get a J.K. Rowling tattoo if you're that dedicated. If only. If only there was that says constant vigilance right there. And that one says, I solemnly swear that I'm up to no good. And then, of course, we've got the snitch. Yeah, right? If you're dedicated. How dedicated are you? Yeah, we're probably going to have to get more HP tattoos at some point. Y'all, let's go find someone. Who do we got? Looks like Scoot is it on my list right now. Yep, that's who I've got. Nobody else doing pinball at the moment. So let's go hang out with Scoot for a bit. QDL. No, Game Club, I have not beat Pulp. Oh shit, somebody's alarm just started going off in the background here. Y'all have a good one. Damn, you had it etched on the CEHP. I said it just like you wrote that. I couldn't comprehend it. Y'all, have a great night. Happy weekend. Please be safe. And maybe we'll be back on Saturday night. See ya.
Ha 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 ha!